All right, so today we have a Kubota U17. It's a small Mini X. We have a 3209 24-inch stroke log splitter on it. Probably about the smallest excavator that you want to run on an 09 machine. So now, Kubota U17, 1.7 tons, that's like 3,500 pounds. They're not super heavy machines. They got plenty of hydraulic force. You know, they're limited with what they can pick up, breakout force. It produces 7.5 gallons a minute, so it's not a ton of flow. On the lower side of what we want to see for a 3000 series frame. As far as the pickup style goes, this is not a quick attach. We had to remove these pins from the bucket to this, and when I go back to the bucket, we'll have to pop the pins out again. But if you're looking at a machine like this and you're not sure what style you have, or if it's not listed on the website, give us a call. And if we don't have it, we might be open to building it, because we want to grow our selection of quick attach or pin styles as well for our selections. Now, as far as weight goes, like this frame weighs probably 275, 300 pounds. I would not recommend putting a 36-inch stroke on this excavator, because between the log you're going to pick up, the weight of the frame, you know, it's going to be on its toes the whole time. So really, for a machine this small, you're going to want to stick with a 3209 24-inch stroke. It's the best way to go. If you got a lot of really tough wood, you could possibly go to a 4000 frame, but you got to keep in mind you're limited on how much weight this, machine can lift, but also how much hydraulic flow you have too. If you put a larger frame size on it, that knife's going to start crawling. It'll have the power to split some really gnarly stuff. It's just going to take some time. And of course, a big thanks to Neil at Morton Equipment for lending me this machine. You know, if you are in North America and you're looking for like a dump trailer for behind a tractor, he has got to be one of the guys that'll hook you up. He's got a great selection of machines or trailers or grabs for excavators, and give him a call, because he'll definitely help you out. And one thing to keep in mind, that when you're working, try to have your blade pointed where you're splitting, because you can set that blade down. It just increases the stability a lot of the excavator. And on a smaller machine like this, where you might be limited when you're grabbing out far, that blade is going to really help keep the machine from trying to tip forward. And just overall, it'll be a lot smoother operation. And just keep in mind that if you do buy an 09, make sure that when you hook it up the first time, you cycle it back and forth, and you turn the machine off to fill your hydraulic tank. If, like on a small machine like this, the 3.5-inch ram, 24-inch stroke takes quite a bit of oil in that first cycle. It will suck this tank dry if you're not careful. So always double check and fill your tank to operating level before you start running your log split. Let's get to it. That's primarily what a 3209 is for. It's meant for chunking up the really big stuff that weighs 400 or 500 pounds. It's pretty hot today. I'd be sweating if I was doing that by hand, so this is a pretty easy way to do it. Probably the only thing that can be improved is the operator. I am not a good operator. I don't claim to be one. I sit behind a desk far too much to be a good operator, so if you're a bit more proficient, you can probably speed it up twice as fast. So, if you have a smaller deer Kubota, could be a smaller Sandy, whatever. The Yanmars are becoming popular now too, we see. If you're not sure what you should get for what kind of wood you're doing, or you might be getting, give us a call at the office. You can see more specs and details at split-fire.com. Leave us some comments, give us a big thumbs up, and have a great weekend.